This flower has been called both Queen Anne's lace and bishop's lace, which already sounds less like a roadside weed and more like something from a witch's grimoire, like her little recipe book. See, Queen Anne's lace is actually a form of wild carrot, and despite how soft and delicate it looks, it has a surprisingly strange history. Its white umbrella-shaped flowers became associated with lace work, especially for royalty and church garments, but also some ghost stories. And according to folklore, Queen Anne was making lace when she pricked her finger with a needle, clumsy lady, and a single drop of blood fell into the center of a flower, which is why supposedly some Queen Anne's lace flowers have a tiny little purple floret in the middle. Not all of them do. Although I've seen it, except this one actually doesn't have it, or anywhere here. But the blood drop is ghostly and inconsistent. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. This plant may appear harmless, but it does have darker associations too. Historically, Queen Anne's lace became connected with women's herbal lore, like fertility folklore and old contraceptive practices, which is not something I recommend whatsoever. Big disclaimer, plant folklore and actual medicine safety are two different things. But honestly, that danger fits this plant because Queen Anne's lace also resembles poisonous relatives like poison hemlock and fool's parsley, meaning people had to be extremely careful identifying it correctly. And that gives this flower its classic femme fatale energy humans are always weirdly fascinated by. This plant behaves like a wild child. It spreads aggressively, takes over disturbed spaces, and moves quietly through fields and roadsides like it belongs there. Maybe it does. Because flowers like this don't really feel cultivated. They feel entitled, like royalty. Humans have a habit of calling resilient plants weeds, especially the ones that spread freely, refuse to stay controlled, and quietly reclaim disturbed spaces. Personally, I think that some of the most magical plants on earth have been unfairly demoted by suburban lawn culture. Am I letting this weed take over my garden, my studio? Well, I kind of am, but I kind of not, because this will spread, but it will not choke off your other plants. So it starts out as a really fern-like looking ground cover that spreads low, and I think it looks really cool. Plus it's free ground cover. So I'm kind of creating a controlled environment here. At least I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to hack at some of this, to be quite honest. Well, my lazy little friend, who would have known with a channel less than 2 months old, I'd have over 100 subscribers. That is crazy, just talking about weird plant stuff. So I'm touched, honestly, and I'm glad you all found my weird little plant corner. I'm gonna keep them coming. See you guys next time.